On my previous knife video, I was teaching some techniques where we are hooking the knife from the Skool grip. And I got some questions. Paul, what are some applications of those hooks? Well, today I want to make sure to address those questions, get them answered, and that way you can go and explore this technique in your training. Got my man Chris. Make sure to say hi and thank you to Chris down in the comments. He very much appreciates it because he flew all the way out here, taking his time away from his business and his busy life just to come and make this video for you. So let's give him a thank you down below. Grab our training knife, grab your Chris, and let's go. So in my previous knife video, we were working in the Skool grip and we were coming down with this thrust and then we would hook it and cut. We worked this on the backhand side as well. Hook it and then cut. And we also worked it on the vertical strike, where on the hook we dropped our weight and then we cut back up. So I want to show you exactly why do we have this technique and what is an application for it. There's a few applications, but let's just cover this basic one. So as I'm coming into thrust, Chris probably is not going to want that to happen to him. So maybe viscerally, maybe through training, he's going to attempt to block it. Boom, right there. So this isn't going to get through. I could go broken and then try to, attack again, or I could look at how can I clear this obstruction, take his hand away, making it harder for him to reuse it, and then continue my process. Now, this could be knife versus knife, probably better if it's like a self-defense, but we're gonna train this knife versus empty hand just to build the technique, okay? So all the trolls out there, you can't do this against an empty hand person. This is just training, my friends. It's training. Use to your own discretion. So from here, he blocks it. Now, this is where I'm going to hook right there, and now we can come back with that cut. I'm gonna come into my number two, he blocks it. I'm gonna hook it down and then come back with my cut right there. So we have the one, hook it, and then cut. Two, hook it, and then cut right there. So pretty simple. Now on that vertical strike, that three thrust, he can block it. Now he can block it either way. He could block it with either arm, maybe he does that classical karate taekwondo X block with both hands. Oh yeah. Boom, right there. It doesn't matter how he blocks it. Any way. The important thing with this one is that we drop our weight and then we can come up and cut. And the reason that that's really important is that at any time, if he's giving me this resistance, right, he's pushing into this, and I go to drop my arm, pull my arm down, there's so much force and velocity in me, pulling his arm down, that if he was to take that resistance away suddenly, I can end up running this knife right into my own thigh or, lower abdomen, something like that, which obviously would not be good for me. It'd be better for Chris. And I don't want anything good for Chris because I'm supposed to be applying Kali to him. So this is why we drop the weight. So if he was to take that resistance away, right, I'm still safe. My knife is still, all that energy is going towards him, and then I can still take that cut. And now where you can cut, you get to play with that in training, right? You could be as lethal with it as you want. You could be as humane with it as you want. And, if you really wanted to as well, right? Whether he takes the resistance away or not, you can always continue on just striking with your elbows, all that stuff, to just not have to use the knife. Or you can use the butt of the knife as well. So you don't always have to use the lethal end of the knife, right? Again, this is why we train, we explore the different options that we have, and then you would have to decipher, do you need to go lethal, or can you just kind of, put some pain on and then leave the situation? I do not teach self-defense, I teach Kali. And then the practitioner, you guys gotta decipher how you wanna use it. So one more time, just to review everything. Angle one comes in, boom, I hook it, I can use the blade, or boom, I hook it and I can use the pommel right there, the puño of the knife. Same thing with angle two, it gets stopped, I hook it, I can use the blade, or boom, and I can use the pommel right there, or the puño. And then angle 3, boom, however he wants to stop it. Maybe go ahead and do the X block so that way we can kind of see that. I take it down by dropping my weight. I can use the blade, or bam, I can use the puño of the knife. So work that out. Start nice and slow, gradually increase the intensity, and then we can always come back as you have more questions, because I know you will if you're training this. I know what questions you're gonna have, and then we can go ahead and address those in the next step. All right, so make sure you're training with a training knife, be safe, and make sure that your training partner, he gets a few in as well. Again, say hi and a thank you to Chris down in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and go check out my knife fighting course over at colliecenter.com. I've got a 50% off code on that course just for you for watching this video. You can find the link and the 50% off code down in the description below. I'll see you back here next time.